G'day guys, Morezy here. Welcome to the tutorial video for my 1.9 sneak switch elevator. This elevator uses a change in hitbox mechanics to make yourself go up and down. I'll give you a quick demo. If we jump here, we will go up, and if we hold shift, we'll go down. Alright, let's take a look at how to build this thing. Okay, firstly, you need to build this elevator in a 1.9 snapshot. I believe where the change was introduced is 15W42A, and what that change is when the player shifts, their hitbox actually shrinks. Now, if you want to test this in whatever version you're in, you can quite easily make this little contraption here, and then you step onto the daylight sensor, hold shift, and if the light turns off, then you can build this elevator. Just a quick note as well, guys, if you are playing on a console, I know a lot of my elevators are starting to work on consoles now. Before you do anything on your console, just try and build this thing and see if it actually works. I believe the console update doesn't have this feature yet where your hitbox changes, but I'm sure it probably will in the future. So if you're watching this in the future, make this thing and do the test, and that will tell you whether you'll be able to make this elevator or not. Okay guys, first thing to do is dig out a 6x5 hole. We've got 6 across the front and 5 down the side, and the 6 side is your front or the back depending on which way you want to face, and you need to start off by putting a sticky piston right there. So that's 2 blocks in and 1 block out here, and that will be where our ground floor begins. Okay, next you want to put in place this little shape here. So we've got just this L shape here, a block here and a block there. On top of this block, face a repeater into the very top of the piston there, and on this block face another repeater into there. Set it to 4 ticks and put redstone here and a torch there, and at that point you can put a slime block on the top here, and then we're going to build up this a little bit higher to that level and put a torch on it, and that should bring that back down. So next step, around the back from this torch that we put on before, we'll just go down and around the corner here. We'll put a repeater here set to 4, 2 bits of redstone, and we'll put another block on top there. Then we need to put our second piston in, and we can put it just on the edge of that repeater there like that. And this will be the block that you see when you get pushed off. So for this one, I'm just going to use a lantern just for some light, like that. Next we want to put another redstone torch here, and a dot of redstone on top of that guy, and then a block over here with another redstone torch there, and that will reset all of that. This is going to be where our first tripwire hook is, so let's get our tripwire hook and put that on there, and then we'll need to go over by 1, 2, 3 blocks and put another hook on that side, and then if we get some string and join those guys up like so, and then we need to put our daylight sensor, oh I've got it here already, put it on top of that repeater by holding shift, and then we can just give it a quick test. Yep, that works. Very good. Next we'll start filling in some of the blocks around this guy. So the first thing you want to do is put an immovable block here that you can walk into the system with, and above here we'll put 2 more at the side. That's so that the slime block doesn't stick to anything, and from there we can actually start filling in around here. So you can put in some blocks here like this. Don't need that guy. Just fill it all in. And you can fill up these bits with just regular blocks if you like. And that is the enclosure for the bottom level. When we hit spacebar and jump, we get bounced up. Okay, with the first floor finished, let's move on to the second floor. We're going to build this very much the same as how we did the first one. So we'll start off with the piston facing up like that, and then we'll build in our L shape over the back here again, Make sure to use slabs above this torch so it doesn't power the redstone. We'll put that into a block. We'll put a block here, and then we've got redstone 1, 2, 3 there. A repeater here set to 4, and another repeater here, just like that. Then we'll put our torch here, that will power that guy. Then we can go above this repeater and put another one set to 4 again. Then we'll have the piston facing off that. This will come around the corner here like this with the torch at the end. We'll put more redstone on top and then another torch here. This one will have a dot on it and another torch just up here. That will retract all of that. Okay, so let's put our tripwire on. Now this is the block we just built with the torch on it. Put a tripwire hook there, and then 1, 2, 3 blocks, and then break those two. Put another one on that side with some string, and that will be our activation again. We can put our lantern or whatever block you've chosen back on there, and our sticky block here, so our slime block. And then we can put our daylight sensor on. Let me grab one of those. Put that on top. Hold shift when you do that. And then that should be that up mechanism. Very good. Next we need to start building the down mechanism. Alright, so find the block with the tripwire hook on it and put a torch on it. Then we'll put a slab here into another block up here, like so, with a torch on that. We'll put a repeater here set to 4, another block at the top like that, and we'll put another slab there with another block here. We'll put a repeater here facing into that block, and we'll put a dot of redstone on that and that. Next we'll put a torch onto this block here and a sticky piston. Oh, up we get. A sticky piston on the side of this block, so it attaches to this slime block here. Alright, next we put another sticky piston on top of this guy, and we'll put another one not on top of that block but on top of this one. We can remove that block there. These guys need a block of your choice on top so that it can be a monostable circuit, and then we need to put a slab around the corner here like this with a block on top here, and then another slab underneath. Where am I going to do that? Like that. Another block here. We'll get a repeater. Put the repeater here, set it to 4, and another repeater here, and then some redstone around the corner. Okay, so from the inside we'll put another slab here, and then we'll put a full block here. We'll put a piece of redstone there, and then a repeater facing that way, and then we'll put another block on top like that with a torch on it, and that should extend both of those guys. Alright, lastly we'll put another block here with a repeater on it, and we'll set that to 3, and then we can put our next tripwire hook on. So this block here is where our next tripwire hook goes, and that is the downwards tripwire hook. So then we can of course put another block underneath this guy, another tripwire hook there, and then put one between there like that. And if we walk onto here and hold shift, we should get pushed down to the next level. So once again you can close all this in, so we'll put our immovable blocks on the top like that, one in the front like that, and then I'm going to continue the lantern theme, and we're going to fill in the spaces here. Just like that. And we can do some underneath here as well. Like so. Then we can fill these blocks back in here with whatever block you want to use. And let's test that the up way works, which it does. And we'll check that the down one works as well. Shift. Very good. So that is our second level, and you can start filling in some of these areas too with blocks that you want to use however you want the elevator to look, like so. Alright, so that level there is the one you'll use for every subsequent level above, and pretty much you just start exactly the same for the next level. So again, we put our sticky piston there, put our 4 blocks around here like this, and you just continue that pattern all the way up. But next we'll make the very top one and show you how that works. So just like the ground floor doesn't need a down signal, the top floor doesn't need an up signal. So we're pretty much going to build the top floor without that whole half over here. We're just going to put in this redstone that we've just built before. So when you get to the top and you want to make your last floor, all you need to do is find the block with this tripwire hook on it and put a torch on it like so. We'll move it around the corner like we did before, up into another block here and another block above that. We'll put a torch here with a repeater set to 4. Then we'll go another slab underneath here and another block right there with some redstone on top and a repeater facing that way. Next we'll put another torch on this block with a sticky piston facing this way, and this is our block where we stand on. So it doesn't have to be a slime block this time, it can be just any movable block that you want to use. And next we'll put in our monostable circuits, so piston there and one in that position, and then we'll put our blocks on top for those. We'll get our slab here and slab there, bit of redstone here and one repeater facing into the block there like that. Then we'll go around the corner here again with a little bit like this, and we'll get our repeater, set that to 4 to a block on top there, and then we'll get another slab here with another repeater and another block here. Okay, fill in this with redstone there, and then we'll put a block here with a torch on it, and that will extend those guys. We'll put another block just here, and we'll put a repeater there. We'll set that to 3, and then up here will be our piston, and that is going to push us off. So again, I'll put a lantern there just for show. We'll put our daylight sensor right there like that, and then we can build in our tripwire. So this block with the torch on it, we'll put our tripwire, and then we'll put our string in. So we'll go 1, 2, 3 blocks here, put another tripwire hook and some string. Okay, and then let's just stand on here, hold shift, and that drops us down. And that is pretty much the redstone for the top here. So now we just need to fill this in. So we'll grab our immovable blocks just to keep it symmetrical, although these don't have to be obsidian or anything now. They can be regular blocks if you like, but just to keep the look going the same, we might do that. And then we can fill in these with the lanterns like before. Okay, there's the top floor all filled in, and we can just go in and give it a test. So walk in, press shift, we fall down to the next floor, and then if we want to go back up, just hold shift so you stop bouncing, jump, beautiful. So that's how we get up and down. Now if you want to go ahead and fill the front of this in with however you want it to look, just remember on the floors where you can go both up and down, you need to have an immovable block here as well, just because when this slime block retracts, it's going to stick to whatever block is here. And once you've done that, you can pretty much just fill this up with whatever you really want to. Just keep in mind that you'll need to actually give yourself enough room to step up onto this. So if you're not too careful, you can accidentally make it so you can't get up there. So just watch that. But other than that, that is all you need to know. So just rinse and repeat for that middle floor when you want to go up, and then the top and bottom are as I've shown. I'll make sure to include a download link for this if you want to try it yourself. Once again, remember to be in the correct snapshot or in 1.9 and see how you go with it. I always get asked whether this would work on a server. All my elevators generally have clocks in them. This one doesn't, so I would imagine it should work on a server pretty well. Just make sure you give it a quick test with a couple of floors before you go building too much to make sure it will work. But that should work fine, and once again, if you're not sure whether your version can support it or not, just build this little guy, step on the daylight sensor, hold shift or crouch, and see if that light turns off. If it turns off, then you can build this elevator, and if it doesn't, you might have to see whether you can upgrade your version or not. Alright guys, well, thanks again for watching, and thanks for all the support on the demo video for this. I did originally ask for 50 likes to do a tutorial. I think I'm up to about 170 at the moment, so obviously you guys really wanted to see a tutorial on this. And any questions, leave them in the comments below. I'll try my best to help out. Otherwise, download the world and see how it's built in case you need to do some adjustments. Alright, thanks for watching guys, and we'll see you again next time.